And here we are through the wonders of technology, looking at my computer desktop. Now before we get started, if you haven't already, I'd urge you to create a free Google account for yourself. Now Google supply a fabulous range of free tools that I think you'll find most handy. Now we're going to look at one of those tools today, and that is the Google Keyword tool. Now to find that tool, we head on through to Advertising Programs, click on that, Google AdWords, and then down to Get Keywords Ideas, this link here. This brings us through to the Google Keyword tool. Now I want to bring your attention to this little section here, results are tailored to English, United States. We can edit these parameters. Now for today's example I want to stick with just results from Australia, but we can select results from any country from around the world, or those listed in the drop down box here, or we can have all countries and territories combined together and give us worldwide results. But once again today we'll stick with Australia and English. We then move over to the enter one keyword or phrase per line. What you need to do is get the keywords that are relevant to your client's product and or services and give them to you. Now the example we're going to run today is that of a reseller, a typical BSP I hope that you might come across. Or a BSP that you currently are working on. Now in particular we're going to look at a timber specialist, a timber retailer. Now you have to ask your prospect or your client a simple question to get that information, and that is, what would potential customers or clients be entering into a search engine to obtain information on the products that you sell? Now in our example we're going to run with the keyword timber and the phrase building supplies. Now you can key in as many keywords or phrases here as you like, however I think for ease and simplicity I'd probably just stick to 2 or 3. Now we also want to use synonyms, and we want to have that box checked. Google will supply us further suggestions for keywords that are relevant for other keywords and phrases that are relevant to our keyword and phrase, so we want Google to supply those. And once we've done that, we simply click on Get Keyword Ideas. Now this might take a couple of seconds to load up as it goes and gathers all that information. Now I'll just scroll down so we can see this a little bit easier. Now what I want to do is just simply focus on the first 2 columns only. Now the first column contains the keywords, both ones we supplied. As you can see, building supplies and timber are listed there, plus a host of other synonyms and suggested keyword phrases as supplied by Google. Now as you can see, timber, top of the list, very obvious keyword for that particular client, 823,000 searches per month on average, followed by DIY timber, timber building, timber home, timber wood, and building supplies, which is one of the key phrases I entered in there, at 60,500 per month. Now what this means to your client is these are the searches that their potential client base or potential customers are keying into search engines and getting results for, that your clients may or may not be exposed to or may not be visible in those particular search results. Now what I also like to do is break that down into a localized search volume. Now via Google you can't do this any further than breaking it down into the Australian statistics, but by the magic of numbers we're able to work out that if we were just talking about the Brisbane market, you're probably talking about 10% of Australia's population. So it would be fair to say to divide these numbers by 10 to get the local market, say the Brisbane market, in terms of population and the potential searches that are coming just out of Brisbane. For instance, if we were looking at this figure here, 60,500, 10% of that would be 6,050 searches within the Brisbane area, give or take. And once again we can pick on timber. You assume that using those numbers about 82,300 searches would be coming out of the Brisbane area and surrounds. Now you'll be amazed at what people are actually searching for, and that's one of the key things that I think this particular tool raises, is that you can never be certain as to what people are looking for, and particularly with clients that do have websites, they need to make sure that they are including within their keywords in their websites these terms that have high search volumes. And it is also a major consideration for those clients that are either not having websites at the moment or having one developed, is that they need to take these search data into consideration to make sure that they're optimizing their sites with the correct keywords to give them the best chance to be found in searches that are being conducted. Now, these figures will highlight the sheer volume of searches being conducted by people looking for your client or your prospect's product or service, and also what people are keying into the search engines. Now, to make these figures relevant to your client, you should simply ask them, what would it mean to you and your business if you were visible online and were able to receive even a small percentage of these search engine rankings and traffic? Now, once again, when used in conjunction with the IIB methodology and the IQuit process, you have a powerful tool here to help you close more BSP appointments and hopefully extend those BSPs that you've already got. Now, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you find it easy to use, and good luck.